Now to one of the biggest names in basketball coming to Milwaukee. Portland is trading Damian Lillard to the Bucks. Lillard headlining a deal involving 3 teams. The Bucks confirming the trade late tonight. 12 Sports' Stephanie Sutton is here leading off our coverage. Steph?
Patrick, a lot of moving parts in this blockbuster trade. 3 teams, 8 players, 2 picks. But the biggest piece, 7-time All-Star Damian Lillard lands in Milwaukee. The trade comes after a drama-filled offseason for Lillard. After 11 seasons in Portland, he requested a trade from the team back in July. In that request, he cited the Miami Heat as his preferred destination. Milwaukee was never reported as a place he wanted to go, but an ESPN insider says that shouldn't be an issue.
If they trade for Damian Lillard and they can offer him an environment, a winning team, he's going to buy in. He's not going to come to Milwaukee and be unhappy playing with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee believed that the whole time. There were other teams who engaged, who believed that.
The deal for Lillard, of course, came at a steep price. Drew Holiday is being sent to the Trailblazers, although reports are circulating that he'll be traded again before the season starts, and Grayson Allen is headed to Phoenix. In a statement tonight, Bucks GM John Horst said that Damian Lillard is an elite player and gives us the best chance to win at the highest level. Patrick.
A lot of moving pieces here, Steph. Thank you. And Lillard took to social media saying he will address Trailblazers fans and the city of Portland, telling them to stay tuned. He ended the post saying, "Excited for my next chapter." He also tagged the Bucks. Tonight, we're hearing from the Bucks president. Kristen Pierce continues our team coverage, bringing questions about the Lillard trade directly to Peter Feigin.
There's a big day, a rumor, stuff going around in the Bucks today.
Milwaukee Bucks president Peter Feigin playing coy before the team confirmed the trade Wednesday night.
How tough is it to get rid of a player like Drew Holiday?
Again, I think the NBA is like one of the most competitive landscapes, and it ebbs and flows. And the key is to how do you over a longer period of time stay competitive and fight for championships. I would say Drew and Lauren are probably the examples not just of professional athletes, both celebrated in like the highest level, but they're probably 2 of the greatest humans I've ever kind of encountered and dealt with in such a big way.
This deal coming after Giannis Antetokounmpo made comments earlier this month about being a winner.
I'm a Milwaukee Buck, but most importantly, I'm a winner. I want to win.
What role did Giannis play in this trade?
Well, Giannis is an integral part of everything we do, much like some other players on our team. And I think for us, there's no secret that this team is built around Giannis. This team is in our current state and our future state. He's a member of a very competitive championship caliber team.
Kristen Pierce reporting this. Kristen mentioned the trade comes after Giannis made comments about wanting to make sure everyone in the Bucks organization is committed to winning. Some fans say this is exactly what he needed to see.
Do you think this will help?
This is definitely going to be the missing piece that he was looking for and what we've been missing. A true point guard, a point guard that wants to win as well. Same drive, same energy. He's going to bring that. He's a winner. Game time. He did a lot of things for the Trailblazers, so I feel like him coming here is a big step for us.
Are you going to miss Drew?
Not really. I'm not even trying to bash him. He's a great guard, but we need a elite guard.
Right now on the 12 News app, a web extra, our one-on-one with Bucks beat writer Jim Owczarski, his thoughts on the future of the franchise, plus videos of the top 3 Damian Lillard long-range three-pointers and Drew Holiday's best defensive moments, including the Valley Oop. It's all right now on the free 12 News mobile app.